It's the Morning Sports Report. Guy Junker, Ken Laird, all brought to you by our good friends at Cash and Culture. 4 stores in the West PA area. Western PA to you, Westmoreland Mall, Century 3, North Huntington and Belle Vernon, online at cashandculture.com. Andrew McCutchen, likely to the disabled list today, strained oblique. Guy, your thoughts?
Well, I hate to say it, but this is the lowest I've felt about the Pirates since they were struggling at the beginning of May about their possibilities. You look at what the other teams have done, Ken, with similar situations. Yadier Molina, arguably the most important player in the Cardinals. They've split 18 games since he went on the disabled list. The Reds lose Votto and Phillips. They've completely faded from view. Well, I shouldn't say completely. 4.5, 5 games out isn't completely faded, but considering they were battling with everybody else when those two guys got hurt. And the Pirates have been in a pretty easy part of their schedule, Ken. They're entering the toughest part of their schedule. We've talked for weeks about how from late August to early September the division will be decided. Now, he could possibly be back if it's only 15 days for the start of that, I guess. But these obliques, we've seen, guys take a month sometimes for them to come back from there. So the combination of that, the unclear status of Garrett Cole right now, Neil Walker's back starting to act up. As of this moment, this Tuesday morning on a sunny, beautiful summer day, I'm not feeling real good.
The only encouraging, it's not encouraging, but perhaps interesting thing to see would be Starling Marte playing center field.
Yeah.
Some have argued he might be a better defensive center fielder, but as you say, this is just bad all around. Are they cooked, I think would be the next question. And, you know, as far as McCutchen goes, he's 27, his 6th year in baseball, first trip to the disabled list. He's played 4 straight full seasons. He's a warrior.
Yeah.
You expected at some point it was going to happen.
Yeah, and it's not. It hasn't officially happened yet. But Rob Beertemple, our Pirates beat writer, says that's what's been reported: a strained left oblique, and that he's headed there today. Now, I will say this. This is an opportunity. Marte hasn't exactly torn the cover off the ball in a handful of games down in Indianapolis, after the concussion and everything. I think he's 1 for 12 down there. This is a chance for Pedro Alvarez to right all of his wrongs. I don't know what his future would have been if McCutchen didn't get hurt. I imagine Josh Harrison would be playing third base most games, definitely when they face a left-handed pitcher. Now he's probably going to have to play the corner outfield spot. Maybe he moves to left. Maybe Travis Snyder plays there. But Pedro Alvarez now is probably going to have to play more than they were going to play him. Here's his chance to turn his season around. He's been able to carry the team at times before. The thing about McCutchen is, since the All-Star game, especially since that Dodgers series, the last homestand, he hasn't really been hitting that great. In the lineup, he provides you protection for the guys around him, a certain amount of respect. You pitch around him. He still gets a walk a game. He does something. I'm not trying to minimize his loss, but someone else is going to have to pick up some of the slack, and I point straight to Pedro Alvarez to be the first guy.
So you would play Pedro now as opposed to if McCutchen were healthy, you'd keep him on the bench.
I would definitely at least platoon him with Josh Harrison right now. Harrison's got to play, and Pedro's. It's not just his lack of hitting. I mean, if it's his lack of hitting, you bat him low in the order, and you figure he works it out or he comes out of it. All hitters slump. He 3 bad throws in one game. I mean, it's becoming epidemic. It's not just you hold your breath when a ball's hit to him. You almost start writing E5 when a ball's hit to him.
Well, maybe desperate times, as you say, call for one last desperation to see if Pedro can sink or swim at third base. But all in all, some bad signs. We'll see if the Pirates can wade through it until McCutchen's off the DL. We'll talk about it all week.
The other teams in the division aren't going to feel sorry for him because they've all had similar problems.
Kenny Guy, the Morning Sports Report here at TribLIVE.com, brought to you by Cash and Culture.